We're going to look at a very popular type of exam question. This question is from the autumn 2023 paper 2. Although it's paper 2 and you can use a calculator, we're going to look at the calculator method in a moment. But this does come up on paper 1 as well. So we're going to first of all look at what to do if it's on a non-calculator paper. Now, the first thing you should do is look at the equation they give you. This gives you a clue as to what type of graph you're going to get. Now I can see an x squared there. We know that x squared means it's going to be a quadratic graph, which is either going to look like this or like this. And quadratic graphs are symmetrical. It means we have the same numbers on each side. It might not be completely symmetrical. It might look like this, but you're going to have a repeat of some of the points. So that's important to help us do this. Now, when we complete the graph, we ignore the minuses first. The minuses are where the negative numbers are where people make mistakes. So always start with this part first. And remember, we're looking for two numbers the same, which are going to help us. So I'm going to take my equation, x squared minus x minus 2. I'm going to take my x value first as 0. So 0 squared is 0, minus x is 0, minus 2 gives me an answer of minus 2. Now already on this one, I've got a matching pair. So if those two are matching, it means that one is going to match that one, and that one is going to match that one. So I already know that this one is going to be 4, but we'll check that. So let's go back to the equation this time, and now we're going to put in a 2 for the value of x. We've got x squared minus x minus 2. 2 squared is 4. Minus 2 minus 2 is going to give me an answer of 0. And now let's do it for x is 3. So we have x squared minus x minus 2. So x is 3. 3 squared is 9. Minus 3 minus 2 does give us 4, as we were expecting. Now we try and avoid doing the negative numbers if we can. Here we can see that this one is going to be 0 because it's an x squared, it's a quadratic graph, so they must match. We're now going to plot that onto our graph. So when x is minus 2, when x is minus 2, y is 4. So there's our first cross. Now your cross must be going through that point. The next one, x is minus 1, y is 0. When x is 0, y is minus 2. When x is 1, y is minus 2. When x is 2, y is 0. And when x is 3, y is 4. Now, when we join these, you must use a hand-drawn curve. Do not use a ruler. And when you get to the bottom here, it's not flat. It must go down below. It must stay curved, so don't be tempted to flatten it out at the bottom. Now, quite often, once you've done this, the question may ask, what is the turning point? What are the coordinates of the turning point? The turning point is your lowest point. So the coordinates of my turning point here would be 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2. Along 1, down to minus 2. So that's how we would do it without a calculator. Now I'm going to look at how to solve it with the calculator. Okay, now if you're using the CW calculator, that's what I'm going to show you here. If not, we have other videos on how to do it on the other calculators. So we need to go to Home first, and we're going to scroll across to Table. I press OK. Now here we have our line for our x values here, which is our values there. And at the bottom it says f of x is none. It means it doesn't have the equation yet, which is there. So we need to put that in. So we're going to press the f of x button here. And we're going to go down to define f of x. So that's what we're going to put that equation in. Okay. Now the X is here below the shift button. So we're going to press X squared minus X minus 2. So I've just typed in our equation there. And then I press the X button. So it takes me back to the table, but now it knows the equation. So now I'm going to type in these numbers here. Now there are two ways. For the negative, you can either press the shift and then the -2, or you can press the 2 and then go back to put in the minus. It won't let you put the minus first. There's our first value, and I'm going to press the X button to put it in. Now you see, there's the -2, and it's given me the answer of 4, which is the one they gave me. So let's now put our next one in. So I've now got -1, press the X button, and it's given me the answer of 0. So we have 0 in there. Now the next one is 0. I type in 0, press the X button, and it tells me the answer there is -2. I'm going to do 1 anyway. You don't need to, obviously, if you're copying out like this. So 1 gives me an answer of -2, which is what we have. 2 gives me 0. And 3 gives me 4, which is the same answers as we had before. And then you would draw the equation.